Pefki was a quiet seaside town at the northernmost point of Evia, now a vital part of the firefighting operations on the island. Helicopters fly in low, refill their water bays, and head back to the fires. Any other year, these beaches would be packed with tourists. Now the boardwalk is deserted because the hills are on fire. The terrain on Evia is uneven, the forests dense. Roads wind through valleys between towns and villages, where smoke has made visibility so poor, much of it is too unsafe for aircraft to go. And ground crews find themselves in a seemingly endless race against time.
We're trying to save what can be saved. That's what we're doing, nothing more. This is our life, this is our home. We're trying to save it. Unfortunately, we're losing. We're losing every day, unfortunately. We cannot win because we're fighting alone. It's very difficult. The government left us alone in the beginning. Now that they've brought us food, it's best that they take it back.
There are not enough people for the task at hand. The few crew there are can't be everywhere at the same time. We drove the length of the island and came across several fires with no firefighters in sight.
The fear for a lot of fire rescue teams is that fires like these, the ones they're not able to spot quickly enough, are the ones that continue to burn just as this one is burning now, and they will lead to larger fires reigniting all over the island, creating the similar scenes that we've been seeing over the last week.
Many of the fires we saw would continue to burn and spread throughout the night. Villagers in Agriovotana live off the forest, harvesting tree sap, growing olives, selling firewood.
This disaster affects our village first of all economically. These people will not only be unemployed, they have to leave this place. Where are they going to go? They've been completely destroyed. They have their homes, okay, but do they have food? Do they have work? They have nothing.
Ferry boats have been a lifeline for people on Evia. If evacuations happen again, ships along Evia's western coast will be the last resort to get people to safety. Climate skeptics may be hard to find in Greece these days. Environmental devastation once troubles in far-off places, now on Greece's doorstep. To deny or do nothing no longer seems like an option, but it may not matter. The climate has already changed, and there is no going back.
Now, I want to give you a sense of exactly how bad these fires have made conditions for populated parts of the island. We are in Edipsos, and this is a port town. This is where the ferry boats are. Behind me, if you look at the terrain, as you look across the terrain towards where the smoke is, the hills disappear into the smoke, and the visibility becomes so poor it's hardly recognizable what this terrain once looked like. At any other year, the skies would be clear, tourists would be everywhere, but now, as you can see, the smoke is just encasing the entire landscape. You can still taste it in the air. You can smell the fresh smoke coming from the fires that are still burning on this island. And this morning when we came out, you couldn't even see that far into the horizon. The visibility has been made incredibly poor due to the smoke from the fires, and even the boats that are coming in and out of here, as they sail away, they disappear almost immediately because the smoke is just so thick all around us from these ongoing fires.
Zein, thank you so much for that update. Zein Basravi on the island of Evia there.